For you to make me look skinny.
I'm glad I caught that. Glad I fucking caught that.
Timing, it's everything.
Yeah. Just make sure your light's green.
It's green.
Look at that.
I'm here and I'm ready. And
I don't think you are.
I don't think that you are.
Are you scared?
I'm never scared of my legs.
Should I be scared, not you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
God. I don't know how to feel about this, but... What's up, folks? Welcome to Behind the Bar, Season 2, Episode 4, I believe it is.
Wow. Season 2.
Yeah, it's your boy, Early J. I am joined by Miss Megan Pezdarsky.
It's close. At least you're trying.
Pezdarsky. Today's co-host, and also someone I'm just going to be interviewing. But Trey is absconding to Italy to check out some of his wedding destination spots. So today we are joined by Miss Megan. How you doing?
All right. I'm doing great. It's Thursday. I'm ready to have a day.
It's Thirsty Thursday?
Yeah, some would say.
You look very energized. And I'm, on the other hand, I'm pretty exhausted. I'm coming fresh off of a 5-day West Coast tour. Stopped in Breckenridge for a bachelor party.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about that. I haven't seen you. And Vegas.
And then stopped in Vegas for, I'm going to tell the story, but one of my boys had a real hard time. Maybe I'll tell it later in the pod. I probably have to have a few drinks before I tell it. But
I mean, what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay there.
Right. You know what? Actually, just because of that little saying, maybe I don't tell it. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on how drunk I get today. But I'm exhausted.
How bad was it?
Extremely exhausted. It's pretty bad.
It has to be shared.
He might kill me,
but like, who would know that it was him other than you guys?
I guess if I don't use names, then it could be any
You shouldn't use names. You should just.
Well, I mean, if people know who I went to Vegas with, which like it was in my story and stuff. My phone was dead most of the time, so maybe people don't know. But anyway, yeah. So maybe I'll tell that after a few shots, because then I'll have less like hang-ups about it or whatever. But anyway, I'm exhausted. She's doing great, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't work today. I didn't even work yesterday.
I feel like you have the nurses have like the best like work schedule, but also the worst because they have to work like 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, you gotta watch when you say that though, because some people take so offense to that. Because like the 3 12-hour shifts overnight too. Like I'm on day shift now, but the night shift, like.
I apologize to the nurses of America.
Yeah, don't piss off the nurses.
Yeah, like
I'm some people you don't want to mess with.
Knock on wood, I don't end up in a hospital anytime soon. But anyway, I'll liven up for you guys. I'll use my last bit of energy right now. But yeah, so
cheers.
Coming fresh off of a bachelor party. Shout out to, I'm going to say a bunch of names you probably don't know right now, and that's totally fine. But shout out to my boys Joey Track, Slow Hill, Jack John, Vinny Del Negro, Dennis Rodman. I got to meet Jay Tracy. That was tight. Those are just all my boys that was out in Breckenridge. We had a good time, bang up time. The altitude there killed me though.
I've never been to Colorado.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been somewhere where like the altitude is like not normal? You know what I mean?
I don't think so, honestly. I've been to a lot of places.
You travel?
Yeah.
So you've never been somewhere where they're like, oh, it's or climbed like a mountain or hiked?
I've been to like Wyoming, but I was young. We hiked like in Yellowstone and stuff. So I'm assuming maybe.
It's kind of my dream.
Yeah.
Yellowstone. Yeah. After watching the show, to just go there and ride like a horse or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So you've never been like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I lived in the mountains in Guatemala for a summer.
Okay. How high were they?
I mean, it was high. It was cold. But I didn't get altitude sickness. Like, I've never gotten altitude sickness.
I didn't get altitude sickness. It was just like every time I went up the steps or like did anything that normal that I would do here, I was just like out of breath. So
yeah,
that people in Breckenridge fart a lot. I feel like I don't know.
They fart a lot.
Dude, every bar we went into, it just smelled like complete.
Maybe they just,
I think it's with the altitude. The altitude makes you
expel
gas.
Right. They probably just live like a different lifestyle, so they're not like, you know.
Anyway.
Aluminum-free deodorant doesn't usually.
So, anyway, you asked me how I come up with questions.
Yeah.
So for you, it's different each week.
Yeah.
But I use AI to come up with questions.
What's that?
You don't know what AI is?
No.
Like artificial intelligence?
Oh. But how? You just like look me up? Nurses.
Yeah. No. I don't just look you up. Oh my. Okay. Let's take a shot. Our first shot.
I don't know what that even means.
Our first shot is brought to you by High and Collective. As you can see, she's wearing one of our Carhartt A18 watch hats. You know, they're very comfy.
Yeah, love it.
Super stylish, super trendy.
Anyone can wear it.
Anyone can wear it. You can wear it staying home, or you can
wear it. My dog wore it. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, that was pretty cute. I can't lie.
Yeah, you should put that somewhere.
Your dog can wear it. But anyway, that's where our first shot's going. So you need a lime?
First shot, I'm not very good at taking shots. I'll just say that like right away. You know this though.
No, I don't know this. What do you mean?
Like, I don't take shots well. You know this. We only do bombs when we go out. So like maybe.
But that's a shot.
Yeah, but this is different.
How?
Like this is straight like a.
You're saying if I add Red Bull to this?
Oh, then I'm fine. Yeah.
That's disgusting. I feel like Red Bulls taste worse than liquor.
I feel like maybe it's just like from college.
You really had to empty that whole lime into that thing.
I mean, yeah. Not gonna bite it. I like put the juice in.
Wow.
Do you think that that's weird? I feel like this is smart. Because then you like get the juice just.
Who told you juice? Yeah.
You milk it in there.
All right, so let's take this shot, and we're gonna learn a little bit about you first, your background, and then.
Wholesome.
Wholesome. I hope so. Cheers.
Like, am I supposed to stare at this?
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, anytime.
Very good. I use training wheels. Don't kill me.
Huh.
So, where'd you grow up?
I grew up.
The short version.
Savannah Park, Maryland.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why did I think you weren't from here?
I grew up like in Baltimore County until I was in the first grade, second grade? No, fourth grade, I think. And then I went to Stern Park.
Oh.
When my mom got married to my stepdad.
Okay.
And then I moved there, lived out my days.
Did you go to college?
Yeah. I went to Clemson and Northeastern.
Oh, you're
transferred?
I
have 2 degrees. No.
Oh,
you didn't know that?
No. How the fuck
I have 2 degrees.
That's why I'm asking right now.
Yeah, I have 2 degrees.
What kind of degrees?
Bachelor's, and right now I'm in school for my doctorate. You didn't know that? I just got in.
Congrats.
To Frontier.
That's dope. You one of those girls who just love school?
No, it's just I just like can't stay at the bedside anymore. So I gotta climb the ladder. Or like nursing is just, you can do so much, but you can be in the hospital and make more money. Or you can be out of the hospital and make less money as a nurse. So if you go back to school, you make what you'd make at the bedside, but not 3/12.
You did the travel shit during COVID?
Yeah, I did.
Did you make bank?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like we like, what was like what's your annual, not your annual, but like nurses in general that were traveling instead of just staying put, what were they making?
200K.
Really? As
Yeah.
opposed to like typically a nurse is
like 40 to 80.
Really?
Depending on where you are.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, also it was COVID.
No, it was awful.
But like.
Yeah, just like honestly.
That's like a minimum NBA contract right there.
What, 200?
200, 250K.
Yeah,
you
really just had to hustle too. Also, like you had to find the contracts. Like
I'm not trying to be insensitive, by the way. I'm just that's like
I mean, but we deserve
that's
it.
A minimum
though.
Contract right there.
Like if you think about it, like this week I saved someone's life. Like
you did?
Yeah, me. I saved their life and their baby's life.
But I thought you worked in plastic surgery.
No, right now I'm doing labor and delivery. I'm about to transition to plastics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so right now I'm doing labor and delivery. And I was in the room at the bedside when her uterus ruptured.
Holy fuck.
And we saved her and the baby. Like, if that happened at home, like, she's lucky she was there. So.
What's that feeling like saving somebody?
I feel like a lot of adrenaline like just takes over. I just know what to do.
It's intense.
Yeah.
I can only. I mean, it's,
and then it's
when you lose. What about when you
yeah.
lose somebody? What's the like? Is
really,
the intensity still the same?
It's really weird in nursing. Like, I'm a part of someone's best day of their life, but also like labor and delivery things do happen. So I'm a part of their worst days. Yeah, and I feel like sometimes like nurses just like don't get enough because we're expected to, you know, take care of the worst day and then go to the next room who's having the best day and just flip. Like, talk about trauma and like my like mental health for all the nurses, just to like go from that, take maybe 1 or 2 minutes and then switch, go to a different assignment and just all smiles. I'm here for you. Can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of I feel it's a lot of nurses here in Baltimore too, so I feel like we got that. But have you always lived here?
No, I was living in Charlotte for a while. And then DC, and then here.
Wow. Yeah. Which place did you like the most?
Here, actually. Well, actually, I really loved Charlotte for like a while, honestly. But it's such a small town. I went to Clemson, and a bunch of my guy friends went to USC, so they all went there because it's a big banking town. I don't know if you knew that, but all the banking headquarters are there. So I would go to the bar and I would just know everyone, which is great. But then also after like 3 years, you're like, all right, like there's no one new to meet. There's no one new to talk to. I feel like Baltimore is like the same way.
Yes.
Like you get to that point, but there's just a different comfort. Like my family's here, like my lifelong friends, you know, it's close to a lot of things. I don't think I'll be here forever.
Okay.
What about you? You think you'll be here forever?
No, I think I got, that's a good question. I think I got like a year or two in me somewhere else. Don't know where yet.
And then come back?
Yeah, and then come back. Because I think I want to raise a family here.
Why? Because your family's here?
Of course, yeah. But I think I could see myself like if I got into it like a relationship or something, being like, all right, like or something,
just stay.
Just like work or something. No, if I got into a relationship, I'd be like, yo, like if it makes sense, like let's go live somewhere else.
Name your top 3 places.
I would live in New York again.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but I loved it. So I'm just, you're to name places. So again, I'm not in a relationship right now. I don't. Right. Like, I mean, you know what I mean. So it's just a thought. But New York. You good? You got it. I didn't know it was.
You didn't know that my name necklace was all messed up?
I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. But
you just let me look a fool.
That's what I'm here for. Just kidding. No, but yeah, New York. I used to want to live in Fort Lauderdale, but maybe Miami. And then
like I'm not the Miami vibe. I feel like you could be, but I feel like Miami's just a lot. Same with New York though. It's a go. Like when I go out to New York, like I stay up till 7 a.m. I'm like, the birds are chirping.
Yeah, it's easier to do stuff like that up there. That's why I loved living there. Like I never went to the same bar like more than like twice in like the time that I was there. And like, well, okay, I'll say this quickly. New York, California, somewhere in California, or like Colorado, or I could do Vegas again for a little bit. So those are 4, but still.
I think for me it would be like realistically Charlotte, Charleston, or here. But like I would go to California. I would take an assignment there. It's just so far. Like, what do you do if something tragic happens in your family? You gotta fly. And we have dogs. And your dog can fly. Right?
I mean, I had that happen like while I was in Vegas. Like that's the reason I kind of moved back, because my mom got like something happened. She was in the hospital for something else, then got like E. coli or something like that.
Oh,
and then
wow.
like
Serious?
So I was like, whoa. So flew back, but it took me like 2 days to like figure things out and then leave.
And you have a dog. Like I have a big dog too. Like
young Charlie.
Yeah, I don't
know. All right, so let's get into the juicy stuff here.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna start with
Do we need a shot for that?
Not yet. Just a little either or. We'll get you warmed up here. I mean, I got a lot of interesting. This is where
I'd like my family members to stop.
Okay. Well, all right. For preference, I think that this is what I put into the. You know what I put into the AI to get the quick questions for you?
Yeah.
I think I said something along the lines of. Like I'm interviewing a girl on the podcast that like write me, because you can give it prompts.
Okay.
And I suggest I'm interviewing a girl today who has really high standards. Works in a nurse, works in plastic surgery, or I guess we'll be working in plastic surgery.
Yeah, well, we haven't started yet.
and a few, I forget what else I put in the prompt, like write me some questions, you know, for her.
Okay.
But I mean, there was other stuff I put in there too. I'm just not gonna tell you. But it spit out, I think, questions that worked out pretty well.
Nervous.
These are just either ors. These aren't even questions. The questions you're gonna trip out on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So and so you have. Let's say I'm gonna give you like 7 to 10. Let's say 10 seconds because I don't want you just like thinking about it too long.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to give you. Yeah, I want your actual reaction.
Okay.
But I did put in the thing that like because you have that long list, which we'll talk about a little bit. But you have that long list of stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. You know that. Well, I think as long as you know it's ridiculous to have a list.
You know what? My dad was like, if you have this list, you're never gonna find anyone. And I was like, there. It's not like in everything, but I use it. I've showed you how I use it. Like if I go out with a guy, I'll like check it off, or if like a guy's interested in me, I like think about it, and I'm like, what does he have?
But like, what's a passing score on a list of like 75 things?
But I mean, then you can look at it and you're like, okay, he's only checking surface level stuff, or he doesn't have any of the deep things I'm looking for, like in a partner.
I mean, this is what's like. So
it's just like.
Do you think that guys are walking around with a checklist in their pocket?
I think that they know what they want. Also, I think
do you understand that yours is like 75 things long?
Oh, it's not 75.
Okay, so fine. I'll say it's 50.
It's like 20.
Let's settle at 25.
Okay, but it's just things that I've thought about of like what I think like a good partner would be to me. Like, do you think that you could list off what attributes physically, mentally, like you would want in a woman?
Of course.
Okay, same thing.
But it doesn't take 25 things to list all of it.
I just, manifestations. I'm really into like manifesting like your life. Like, no? Like,
how's the manifesting going? What happened to the last guy you dated?
Well, he ghosted me, but that's neither here nor there. He's 30. That's his fault that he lacks basic communication skills. It's not my fault.
What'd he say?
He texted me drunk at midnight. You want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long were you guys dating?
Like a few months.
Like in your head or in both of you guys' head? Like, you know what I mean?
I think in both because like there were future plans made. There were like.
All right, let me see it.
Okay. Let me find it. Basically,
technically, if he texted you, then that's not a ghost.
Well, I just feel like who texted someone at midnight?
Someone who found another girl, probably.
No, I think he had another girl the whole time. That's what I personally think, which is fine.
Did you guys ever say you were like exclusive?
Yeah, and he was like,
you did?
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna delete the apps.
Who brought it up, him or you?
I think both. Him first, actually.
Really?
And then I was like, hey, remember when you said that drunk?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said it when he was drunk.
And then he was like, yeah, like, out. I can pull up all of it.
I don't want to see all of it. I just want to know. Just tell me what he said. He
was like, I think you're great giving the whole, like, I think you're great. And it was at midnight, and I was out, and he was out. And I basically was like, well, that's like out of left field, but like if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And he was like, yeah, that's how I feel. Sorry. And I was like, okay, like so sudden, like that's weird, but okay. And then he didn't remember. But then in the morning, I was like, hey, like, do you want to chat about that real quick? Like, and he just never said anything basically. And I was just kind of like, honestly, he like knows that all my friends got broken up with, right? Giving them advice the night before. Giving them all advice. Like talking to them, like,
yeah.
I don't know. So then it's kind of like, it's just weird. Like, obviously you have to have another girl. And then why can't you just be honest about that? Like, if you have another girl.
Would it have been, let's be honest here, would it have been better if he was like, hey, I'm dating another girl. I think we vibe better.
Yeah.
Like, so that's better than
I think that honesty is always the best policy. I don't know about how everyone feels about that, but
I'm just asking. I don't.
Kind of like what I was telling you.
I wouldn't have went that deep if I was him. I'd just been like, hey, like, look, like, you know.
But if I was there on Friday, why didn't he tell me Saturday morning? Why wait till Saturday night at midnight?
I mean, you can use your common sense to figure that one out. Like,
But that's just like immature. It's just
the way. I mean, look.
Yeah, it is the way.
To be quite honest, you can put one and two together and say it's one of two things. He was either like seeing other people, or he maybe just found a girl that he was into more that night and was like, you know what, this message, like I'm the same way you were like, I'm clearing out my roster for him. Like he was like, fuck it, like this girl, I'm gonna clear. Because I think guys will do the same thing where like if you find a girl like that's you're vibing with, and like you'll clear out the rest of your roster if you think that's always a risky move because you don't know what's really popping. But so it's either that he met a girl or like had a girl and decided that's probably a better bet. Unfortunately, sorry.
Yeah.
And
but don't you think that dating's so hard these days? Because I don't think like anyone's actually honest. Like, why say, hey, I'm going to take you out? Why make future plans with this person? Why do all these things and then but you're not feeling that? So like, what? Basically, if you're not there, then just don't say the things. And because like doing a lot of reflection, you're just kind of like, oh, like I really thought that person meant what they were saying. Like that's weird. And then you're like, oh, that's weird that you handled it like that. Like why not just call a spade, or why not just be truthful, or why not just be like, hey, like I like you, but I'm also trying to explore other things. Like why not, I don't know, give the other person the opportunity to kind of like meet you in the middle. Like, because at the end of the day, if we all want something real, like you have to just be honest, right?
I completely,
and
I'm with you.
Men always come back. So like,
okay, like, I agree with you up until the men always come back point. Yeah, dating these days is a very interesting, dishonest, weird spot. Especially, I mean, I'm 31, going on 32. It's an interesting space to be in. Yeah, but
I'm 27.
Look, it's you say you want a guy that has game, right?
I think I want a guy that has game, but I also want like honesty, and I also just feel like
the two aren't like mutually exclusive. You can have game and be honest, right? But what you gotta understand is like guys, if like we can't get you without having game, right? Like you don't want like a guy that doesn't have game. How unless you're around him for your whole life and you figure out, oh, I just like this guy because it's like I like him. Like unless he has game, he can't really enter into the realm with you. You know what I'm saying? So like it's in guys, like you're like, okay. I think for the most part, majority of guys these days, okay, that's a lie. There's a lot of fuckboys out there, and like
there are, but also
it's
like,
easy
it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Well, because it's very easy to do that these days and not feel bad because I attribute it all to social media because you see how bad people are getting done out there. And you're like, oh my God, I can never be me. So I feel like people are just like so easy to
before they
get got. You know.
But also, it's just kind of like, don't future talk about things if you're not serious. Like meet people where they're at, and then also
that's fair.
I feel like you could ghost someone, or you could send that text midnight drunk if you've seen each other a few times. You're not gonna send that after like, I don't know, 7 dates, like meet family,
You must have really liked him because I think you should. If otherwise, I'd just be like, I mean, like, yeah.
I don't think that I really liked him. I just think that, like, it's not even that, like, I didn't cry about it. It's not about that he didn't like me.
You definitely cried about
No, I didn't. I swear on my life. Hand on the Bible. Hand on the Bible.
Are you Christian? Catholic?
Catholic. Oh. Yeah, hand on the Bible.
Like a good girl.
Yeah.
Grandma? Well, come get her.
Stop.
No, I'm just kidding.
But what I'm saying is,
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I mean,
it's not about you don't like me. It's about that you disrespected me, or you had no respect for me, that you couldn't, tell me in person or phone call or at a decent hour, not midnight when we're both out. And when I'm laying that out for you, you could just text me back like, yeah, that was shitty of me and I'm sorry, but like, blocking.
Sure. He blocks you and everything too.
Yeah, I'm like, you weirdo. Like you definitely have another girl. I'm like, I'm not gonna
put one and two together and keep it moving.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get in someone's shit. Like, so my cousin has been seeing this guy, right? I don't know if she wants me to say the whole story. Maybe you should just
don't even say it. Don't even say it.
Basically, it's just like she's been asking me a lot of advice on it, and I'm just kind of like, karma is what karma is. Like, don't get involved in someone else's relationship. She's like, should I let this person know? And I'm like, stay out of it. Like, if it turned out he had another girlfriend the whole time, like, shitty that he would do that to me and to her, but just stay out of it. It's kind of like how I think, you know?
Yeah.
So like no need to block. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Stay out of it.
Yeah. Basically just unpacked a lot there.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did. All I'm saying is that look, there are honest people out there. I think that everyone.
Yeah. All my guy friends were like, you dodged a bullet, basically. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say you're good. Like, let it go.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I keep saying like take your licks and move. Like, all right. So I think the difference between sometimes guys and girls out of relationships is like out of that kind of relationship or like some kind of thing like that. I've just been like, you know what? Like they didn't answer. Like, but fuck it. Let me learn what I can from a couple months and like figure out if there were red flags or whatever at some point that I just looked over and just take my licks and move on, take the lesson and just move on to, you know,
I think that's
there's always going to be, but I say, I think girls are the other way around sometimes, and not all girls, not all women, not all, but I think women are, you guys have to figure out you guys aren't satisfied till you figure out exactly like what happened.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
it's just okay. It's like, it's just the detective in you.
Like I can think about like my friends and stuff like, but I think like the relationships I've had in my past, like I just know I don't want to repeat. And for me, like I'm not going to make things serious. I'm not going to like bring you around my family. I'm not going to do the whole bit if I don't think it's really going anywhere, because I feel like where I'm at in my life, like I know what I want. Like don't waste my time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to figure out if
done the whole thing.
Right. Here we go. Okay. Again, you get like a 10-second, like, and I haven't even looked at these yet. I just like, you know what I mean? Like, so I might skip some. I might just go through it. We'll see.
Yeah.
So let me hear. Would you rather have a wild night out? And this is just purely. Like, hold on. This is purely like just you right now. Okay. Like what you're feeling as a person, not like. Yeah. You know, am I gonna be? Am I in a relationship? Not
no. I mean, how I am now.
All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. So would you rather have a wild night out or a romantic candlelit dinner?
Wild night out.
Would you rather have sex on the first date or wait till you're more comfortable?
Wait till I'm more comfortable.
All right.
You know that's true.
So, but you want to have a wild night out?
Yeah, with my girls, like turning up. Like,
so you only want to have a wild night out with the girls, not with like.
No, you like,
would you want to be with someone where you could like go out just you two and like have a like absolutely crazy night and like when you wake up and you're like, oh my God, that was crazy, but also like, you know, what if you had like, what if you like, how about this? Let me ask you this now. I'm gonna throw this in there. Would you have a wild night out on a first date?
Yeah.
And have sex with someone?
No.
Is your rule that you would never have sex with someone on the first date?
It's not my rule, but I think it's kind of like, well, how I feel about it is I tell my friends this all the time. Like, if that's all he wants, that's all he wants. Like, if you give it to him the first date, he's still going to leave. If you wait and give it to him the sixth date and that's all he wanted, he's still going to go. Like, I don't think that sex has to be this thing that you like dangle in front of your whoever.
Okay.
But I think for me, it gets a little cloudy.
So my question is there ever a scenario like, do you judge your friends if they sleep with a guy on the first date?
No.
Okay, so do you feel like if you're vibing with a person enough on the first date, then you can sleep with them? Yeah, like it's not really frowned upon these days?
No. Do you think it's frowned upon?
No. No.
Do you think it the same way I feel? Like if that's all he wants?
No, here's what I don't think it's frowned upon at all. Okay, today's different. Like today is a very different fucking place. Like, and you can. It is. It's not 1950s
no one's
anymore.
Courting anymore. No one's like.
I think people are fine with like people are fine with courting. But do you agree that sex is a big part of the relationship?
Yeah.
Right. So I think people are willing to court these days, but up to a point. Like I think there's a point to where they're like, all right, like there's not like gonna be like a 10-date courting.
No, but I don't think like Hinge and Bumble and all the things have made it so like a dude can be like, well, I can like don't have to go up to that girl at the bar. I can just.
Well, okay, maybe I don't disagree.
I think like the dating culture is so different now, and it's really like I don't know.
So
I feel like it's like in your guys'.
It's in our our hands.
Well, I think that women control the physical, but the men control like the actual relationship of the steering of if it's gonna occur or not. Because I think all women deep down like want a relationship, whether they're gonna admit that or not. Mm-hmm. We control physically when we get intimate, but I think that you guys control dating.
So ultimately, who is in control?
You guys.
Do you think that a lot of women would see it that way?
I think that a lot of women probably would see it that way.
Really?
Because why do you think that it's always like, don't ask him like what we are. This is what you should. Do you not see TikTok? It's like, this is what you should do if you want to get him. This is what you should say. Like whenever I'm scrolling, I'm like, this is such a toxic mindset to have. You don't think that?
So in your mind, you think that it's like women out here trying to figure out ways to get men?
A lot of times. Oh my God, am I going to take a lot of heat for that?
No, I'm just, look, I'm asking questions and you're answering. I'm about to tell you what I think.
Yeah.
I do think dating is a little weird these days. And I think like when I go on dates, it's talked about like, yeah, dating is really weird these days. It's like, I would like to think that I see myself when I think you want to, like, if I take a girl on an honest date, that I'm like, that I'm in, that's me saying I'm like interested.
Yeah.
Now, like after 1 or 2 dates, if I clearly don't seem any more interested, then like that should be made apparent. But like typically, if I take a girl out to go and go on a date, then I'm interested. If I meet him out and take him home, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's a whole different story. But I don't know. I think I agree with you that guys do control the relationships and girls control access to like physical stuff.
Yeah.
So if the goal is to get into a relationship and we control that, is giving us what I want it's giving us what we want like a bad thing? It's not what we want, but like
I just think a lot of guys aren't ready, and I think that like I mean even like my guy friends, like sometimes I look at them and I'm like, yeah, you're not mature enough for like a serious relationship, which is fine.
But what constitutes a serious relationship?
Not cheating on them. Like being with someone, I don't know.
Sure.
Like I feel like my last serious relationship was like a long time ago, honestly. But one, I'm very picky, and two, you know that, and two, like I just don't like to waste my time or my energy on things. But I still do waste my own time and energy.
I know you do.
So I'm not perfect. I'm not.
All right, let's continue. Would you rather make out in public or in private?
Private.
She's not a PDA kind of girl.
No, like I'm like, please don't touch me. Like I want people to know we're together, just not.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you rather have a glass of wine or a shot of tequila?
Glass of wine.
Yeah, I should know the answer to that.
I'm about to have a shot of tequila.
I know you are. Would you rather go dancing or to like a lounge?
I feel like you know the answer to this.
Dancing. Would you rather kiss passionately or make out passionately?
Make out.
So you want to get home and then make out passionately?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a real saucy little dossier.
What's your answer?
To all of those? Let's say. All right. It depends on the girl on whether or not I want to make out in public.
Well, I didn't know that we were. Oh yeah.
Oh, do you want me to answer all four or just that one?
Yeah.
Public or private? If it's a girl I really like, public, because I'm making.
You want everyone to be like, that thing's mine.
It's mine.
That's because you're possessed. Like men are like.
So it was funny. Like, nah, I ain't gonna say something. But so glass of wine or a shot of tequila, depends on the day, but most of the time, shot of tequila. But during the week, glass of wine. Would you rather go dancing or to a lounge?
You're a lounge.
No, I'm a dance. I like to dance. I don't like clubs, but like I do like to dance.
We get down at SoPro
I do my thing. I'm right next to the DJ. Kiss passionately or make out passionately. I'm more of a like quick peck in public, or like make out, but like not like too crazy. I mean, it depends on how drunk I am, but still. All right, and then would you rather have a one-night stand or a long-term relationship?
Long-term relationship. What's yours? One-night stand.
I clearly would like to have a long-term relationship, but let me just throw that in here. That there's something about a one-night stand that's just like. There's something about it that's just like wonderful.
Does it ever make the guys feel like bad? Like, do you ever wake up and you're like, shit?
I think you feel terrible no matter what. It depends, and again, it depends on how the like stand goes. Like if you wake up and she's gone, that's a different story than like if you wake up and like you guys are like, oh, that's a crazy night, and like maybe do it one more time, and then like she dips out, like great. But like, no, I think a one night stand is underrated. I think as long as you're safe, clearly, like, like it's a good time.
Safe sex from a labor and delivery nurse.
right? But like, there's something. Look, one night stands. If as long as everyone's okay with it being a one night stand, and it's like
that's what I'm saying. Like honesty, like so, like I have friends that are like down like casual sex. Like they're like, yeah, that's kind of like what I'm looking for too. So like, don't you think it'd be better to be like, hey, like this is gonna be like a one-time thing, like, or are guys not saying that because they're worried it's gonna fuck up?
A guy's not. I mean, they might. I mean, sometimes it works that way where you're like, yo, like this is just a tonight kind of thing, and it's like okay, like. But most of the time, it's like you're just spitting game, and like if it ends up being a one night stand, it's a one night stand.
Yeah.
It's like you know what I mean.
I just feel like just being honest with each other and like saying like, hey, that's all I want, or like, hey, all I want from you is like casual sex here and there. Like, just be. I think people just are losing sight of like the honesty part of.
I agree with you that honesty is the best policy.
Yeah,
like
always.
yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I think it's saying something if you continue to have about the people you choose.
Yeah.
If you continue to have to keep saying honesty is like the best policy,
then I'm
clearly you're not choosing. Yeah, you're not choosing honest people. That's the
problem. My mom says I have a bad picker.
I think no offense to you, but I think Mama, you're right because I think you just maybe your truth radar is just off.
I know because I think that I'm just really trusting. And I'm just like, I'll believe you until you give me a reason not to, instead of being like skeptical. Like, I'm just like a lover. I'm empathetic. I'm like, always want to believe the good in people. So I feel like even like with guys like I meet for like my friends, I'm like, oh, like, he seems so good. And then like something so shady happens and I'm like, whoa, he just bamboozled us.
Sure. But like, I think you should just not trust people. Figure out like, I think instead of that, you should figure out who they are and then trust them to be who they are.
Yeah. I think people eventually show them. Right? When do you think that people start showing you their true colors? I think it's between like 1 and 3 months.
I show people who I am because go ahead. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
No. I just think that people can't pretend for a while. So I think like some people will put on a front and then like by 1 or 2 months they come out. I think me and you are not those type of people. I think that we are both like authentically ourselves. Always, honestly.
That's okay. Well, that comes to number one. My family call them people showing their representative, not their real person. It's just their representative. It's like who they, they're a different person when they close the door at home or their apartment or whatever. They're a different person.
Yeah.
But on a scale of that, like I heard Draymond actually say something like this. Draymond Green, where it was like it just clicked with me. Like, yo, I need that. Even if I don't think I ever was a person to put on like a front, but like. It was like, I want people to decide quickly whether or not they like me. And do that, just be your full self. People make their decision pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I want it to be really easy for people. So I am just, my organic self. After that point, but up to that, I was my organic self. But after that, I was like, I'm going to be my whole self because people don't like me. Fuck it. People aren't going to like you. And that's okay.
Right.
But I wanted to make it easy for them and make it quick. Because if people are putting on representatives, you don't know until the third month whether or not you like them. So, I just like, fuck it. I'm going to be, even on dates, like with new people and me, like, whatever. I'm just me out of the gate.
I would say that, like, the first time
they can decide really quickly. They
like
me or they either hate me or they like me or they're in the middle. If they're in the middle, that's on them because I'm giving you me.
I think I'm the same way, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. I would agree. Like, you don't really hold back on, like, what you're... No. Thinking or anything like that, like, which I appreciate. Like,
but why? Because like in 6 months when I like really want to like, I don't know, say something, like then what?
Like, is someone like mad at you for taking it?
I mean, the world.
Take that shot. And while you take it, think about this. So what's your definition of a perfect date? Don't make it a long fucking answer, please.
I think like something that you put thought into. Like, I don't want to come to your house. I don't want to Netflix and chill.
Are you passenger princess in this scenario?
I mean, duh, I'm always a passenger princess.
Is it hotter if you guys meet at the spot or he picks you up?
Depends.
Depends on what? Okay.
Like, if I already know you, then like, yeah, you're.
So okay, let's say it's a guy that like rids you like out in public and was like, "Yo, blah 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 blah. Let's and you're like, "Yeah, let's go." And he's like, "I'm gonna pick you up. Like, we can go here."
Okay, yeah. Like if I think.
Or he was just like, "I'm gonna take you out," and then he hits you like, "Yo, like, I'll pick you up. We'll go here.
Yeah, I think that if it's a dating app situation, like I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
I think.
Or
sending a car.
Or dating like
I like the sending. A lot of my friends have been getting the send the Ubers. Like I'm gonna get you an Uber to the date. I think that is too son to speak.
My brothers, if you are sending Ubers,
do it.
You're sending Ubers. Okay.
I think the send the Uber is a vibe. It's like, okay. You don't like that?
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's
a flex.
Okay, it's a flex. Mm-hmm. Okay, so send you an Uber, right? So this is your perfect date. Send you an Uber, right?
I mean, where did I meet it?
It doesn't matter.
I just think something.
He's not in the Uber.
Like you have a reservation, like maybe pre-dinner drinks somewhere, and then we go somewhere for dinner, and then we vibe together, and then I go home.
And then you go home.
Mm-hmm. Like, is this a first date?
I said perfect date. I didn't say anything about first date.
I'm just saying first date.
Perfect date.
I like to be picked up.
Okay.
And then.
So why does it have to be the first date? I'm just saying, give me your perfect date.
I don't know. I just think something that you put thought into. Flower. I love flowers. The flowers.
Like, why do you like flowers so much?
I just like them in my space.
Really? Should I have gotten you flowers?
Yeah.
One of my relationships ended because I didn't get flowers.
Ever?
No, I got flowers before.
Yeah.
Mostly, probably was bad because mostly when I was sorry.
Yeah, that's fuck you.
Yeah,
I used to think I didn't like flowers because I used to think I didn't deserve someone to bring me flowers or something. So
Jesus, girls are so fucked up.
But I buy myself flowers. Like I want flowers in my home, in my space.
I buy my mom flowers.
So then why wouldn't you buy the girl you're seeing flowers? Also, I had a roommate and she had a boyfriend. They're still together. Love them.
Yeah.
Love them. Every time when he would visit our house before they lived together, he would bring flowers and a bottle of wine. Classy man.
So, okay, if a guy shows up on a first date with flowers.
Maybe a little corny.
I love flowers. Flowers everywhere. Flowers in my face. Flowers everywhere. Oh my God, flowers and wine. Okay, guy shows up to the first date with flowers.
I feel like if you've been seeing them a little and
but you just said how much you love flowers.
I do, but I feel like a little corn. Like what if it's a dating app situation, you meet up with them and in the first 30 minutes you're like, I'm gonna dip out after this drink.
You know earlier you said is it on guys or girls? On who's fucking dating up?
It's still you guys.
Clearly. Just hold on, just vibe with me for a second. You went on for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, uninterrupted about how much you love flowers.
I did, but I'm just saying first date is corny.
No.
Would you bring a girl flowers?
I never fuck. I just told you I only brought flowers when I was sorry because that was okay. I was younger. I'm 30. I was when I was 24, 25, 26, whatever.
You were messing up all the time.
Yeah, I would say I messed up. I would
what's your biggest regret in a relationship?
Wow, that's a deep one.
Yeah, what is the thing that you did that you are like, if I could turn back time, I wouldn't do it again.
Wow, you made me dig deep here.
I do. I ask hard-hitting questions.
Something I could take back.
I mean, it doesn't. It just has to be a regret.
Something I could take back.
I mean, or just
that I did,
Yeah, if you can't admit that you've done something wrong.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying
that's my list.
I know how to say sorry and all that stuff. I'm just trying to think of something like that. I can
Have you cheated?
No, I would honestly say when I was with in a full-fledged committed relationship, I did not.
Yeah, I've never cheated either. Actually,
there might have been close slip-ups, but nothing.
No, I've never cheated, but I think that people would say there was like emotional cheating because like
Oh, God.
other
Here we
guys
go.
were texting me or whatever.
Oh, and you were like, so you were just letting them text you and not being like, yo, I have a boyfriend.
I think depends on who you're asking.
All right, so wait. No, I'm not. So you're telling me
never hooked up with anyone.
But like,
he
do you understand?
cheated on me.
All right.
And so then we were living apart, and you know, guys were texting me, and I would go for I'm not worried about validation, but not. I'm not worried about that. Cheating. If you guys weren't living together, then I'm not worried about it. Yeah, it's not serious. Right. It was just like I would like go to other guys and be like, I'm having a hard day instead of him. So
I mean, I hate to. Let me make sure I say my words correctly here. I think that women, and it's okay, like they seek validation.
Yeah.
From most where they can get it.
Right. I would agree with that.
Which is from some women, it's a lot of places. Some women, the validation doesn't come as easily. But that's I think that's like for me, like if I'm in a relationship with a girl, every time I'm putting something on, I'm like, yo, damn, that looks fucking good. Like, or damn, you look good.
Yeah,
like, you know,
that's what we want. Like if you were doing that, then I wouldn't have to. Like I feel like the spark was gone and he wasn't no longer hyping me up. So then sometimes I would like look elsewhere, but it wasn't anything that he did. Like
that's fucked up if it was something that he didn't do anything.
Yeah. And I think that no, like he was doing stuff, but also like I've never had a boyfriend that hasn't cheated on me.
Why do you think there's a reason that is?
I think
not saying it's good. Like I don't want her. I shouldn't cheat on anyone at all. But do you think there's a reason?
I think that again, I don't have a good picker, so I think that I pick guys who suck.
How hard would it for you to go against like the grain of your type of guy that you're picking? Do you think?
Hard.
Really? You're like really hard line on a certain type?
I don't think that I have a type really because all of them have been different.
You into black guys?
I'm not like I don't think that there's a certain race. I think for me it's personality.
That's not the question I asked. Are you into black guys?
Are you into
like do you find black guys attractive?
Yeah. I think the black guys are hot.
Okay. Have you ever fucked a black guy?
No. Is that wrong?
I didn't say
I haven't fucked a lot of people.
I'm not saying anything's wrong or right. I'm just asking questions. This is my job. My job is to ask questions.
I think I haven't fucked a lot of people. I fucked, but not a lot of people.
That was just simple. It wasn't like a fucking indictment. It was just, hey, do you like black guys? Do you find them attractive? Yeah. You said, yeah, okay. Have you ever fucked one? No. Oh, okay, cool. Like, is that something that's in your, like, I would like, that's something that's in my purview?
I tell you, like, personality wins me every time. Like,
okay, that's not what I'm asking. I'm saying, like, is that something like you, like, if you're like, hey, like, you know what? Yeah, like that's something that's kind of like on my like checklist or whatever.
I don't really.
You have a checklist,
but not for that. Not for like.
Right.
I'm not like.
But all right, let's say hypothetically, black guy comes raises you up,
and it meets all my requirements.
Okay, let's start with this requirements thing. All right, what?
You want to see it?
Yeah, I do. We're gonna take another. I'm gonna put it in the shot, but I want to see it. But then also like, so you have a height requirement?
It's taller than me in heels.
Taller than you in heels. How tall are you in heels?
I mean, I'm 5'5", so.
So you're like
5'9".
If you wear it, yeah, I'll give you 5'8".
5'8", 5'9", yeah.
All right, cool. That could work.
I feel like, you know what I mean, like. Taller than me in heels. Like, I think that's fine.
That's fair because you're not
it's labeled must-haves.
Must-haves, Jesus Christ.
And look, and then you just, when you are like thinking about a dude, you just check.
This girl's fucking insane.
No, don't say that. He loves the list because he thinks he checks it off.
I do. I'm amazing, just so everyone knows.
Okay, some of them are good.
Fun-loving and sense of humor are the same fucking thing.
No, fun-loving like once in a while.
Finds me funny. That's the funniest one. Finds her funny.
I am funny.
Adventurous. Wants to travel with me or potentially go on me while I travel on her. So, okay, be a little bitch.
No.
Giving. Protective but not in a mean way. Kind-hearted. That's giving. Wants to spend quality time with me. Goal-oriented. Makes as much money as me or more or strives to.
Like, I don't want him to be a bum. I don't also want to be the breadwinner.
What if he's a hardworking guy that just doesn't make as much as you do?
So, like, I'm always going to have to be the breadwinner?
No, but just right now when you guys meet, he's really hustling. But what?
That's where the strives to.
Okay.
Like,
wants kids, loves Charlie, likes to travel,
my dog.
drinks, moderation, not like an alcoholic.
Like, if he's drunk every day, that like maybe the problem.
Jesus, good hairline, chemistry, bomb sex, good communication skills, wants to get to know my friends. Wow, they're not that interesting.
My friends are great. Oh my gosh. They'd be so mad at you for that, especially Sarah.
Sarah who? Oh, Sarah?
Sarah was like asking about Vegas.
Sarah who?
Hot Sarah.
Oh, God. Hot Sarah? You think that's what her name is with us?
Yeah.
What do you think your name is with us?
Hot Megan.
Really?
Yeah. I'm in people's photos that.
You think so?
No, I know so. I've seen it in our group chats.
Okay. She's in our phones as Hot Megan, and we refer to her as Hot Megan all the time.
Not all the time. I just know. Oh, Lord.
You know what we actually refer to you as?
What? Is it derogatory?
No.
What is it?
It's like accurate.
What is it?
BTM.
Oh, I know what that's the answer. That's fine.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Men have a small peanut brain. Okay, you didn't even read the rest of it.
I don't want to read the rest of it. It's
has a headboard.
Depressing.
Good teeth.
Having a headboard?
Not
so can I ask something? How many people do you go home with that don't have a headboard?
I don't go home with that many people, but like my friend was reading this and he was like, I cannot believe that you said that. And I was like,
does he not have a headboard?
And he was like, no. And I was like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm buying you one for your birthday. I know what I'm getting you.
Ladies, I have an elaborate headboard. It actually has a tunnel built in for my my
does.
dog. You know, there's cubbies for your stuff. You know, there's a ledge up there to hold all that food we're gonna be ordering in bed.
So what is 3 AirPods he has?
Yeah, we're gonna lay that towel down. We're gonna go to town on some mac and cheese.
Oh.
Or some mac and cheese with bacon. See, yeah, you even like, God damn, Jesus. Shut the fuck
up. Glitter.
Wait, can I drink the rest of it? Jimbo, what's up, dude?
Here, drink the rest.
You on candid camera?
Drink the rest.
Oh, how I'm good, man. I was gone last weekend.
Hi, how are you, honey?
How are you, babe?
Thank you.
Say what's up, dog. There, Jimbo, the flower guy. I love Jimbo.
Should we take a shot?
Yeah, let's take it. Ready? 3.
Look, me and my limes are just destroyed everywhere.
Come on. Okay, let's take this shot, baby. Number 3.
I'm gonna be blackout. It's a good thing I live in walking distance in the bar.
Jesus Christ! Why didn't you eat?
I did eat.
So you should be fine.
I ate the salmon that I made.
Yeah, I should make sure I get my plate.
Yeah.
See if she can actually cook like she said she's gonna cook.
I can cook. I'm a wifey.
She did clean my entire apartment when they snuck their way into my apartment building, her and Sarah.
That's how I got this hat. Maid service.
Maid service.
Oh, that was before Valentine's Day.
It would have been better if it was a topless maid service.
Yeah, in your dreams, honestly. Okay, go.
Do you think that drinking adds a spark on a date?
A false spark, but yeah.
That does add a spark.
Yeah. I think that when you're drunk, like you're just like unleashing your true self. But I think that you're easily been like, oh my God, wait, that was so good. But it really was average.
I agree.
Yeah.
If a guy asked you out, what would be the one thing that would make him stand out in the crowd? Like, what's the thing? He's like, there's a group of dudes over there. They're all like looking good, meet all your requirements, but like, and they all like kind of want you. But what's the one thing that's gonna make you?
I feel like guys don't really like. They do approach me, but I feel like usually it's like in a weird way. So like, I don't know, in a normal way. Just strikes up a conversation first. Not like, oh my God, you're so hot.
Just striking up conversation.
Yeah. I told you my personality wins, man.
Okay, if you say so. So you think you date an ugly guy with a great personality?
Probably, yeah.
For real?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think it's better to be in a relationship or be single?
I think being single until you find someone who actually cares and wants to be with you. So, like, because
these are either or. These are like either ors. Yeah. You can't do it.
I said be single.
Be single?
Yeah.
You're a city girl.
Well, I want a relationship, but I don't think. I just don't
do you think plastic surgery can improve a person's self-confidence?
Yes. 100%. I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And look at me. Like I honestly wish I got my nose job earlier.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Like I was so insecure about it. I felt disgusting. I look at old pictures and beat up on myself. Like I wish this is bad financial advice. Take out a credit card.
Oh my God.
Put all the money on it. Pay it off. Jesus Christ. I wish I did it at like 18.
How many girls get their lips done today?
So many. I have mine done.
Really?
Yeah. You can kind of tell like I need mine dissolved and redone though.
Because I don't know what any of that.
Because you can like see the shadow on the top a little. Right here.
Oh.
No. Yes.
So.
Can you like see like the?
No.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. I like thick lips. They feel good. Or like the injection ones. They feel really good.
Yes, but yes, I do have mine.
I'm just saying.
But I would do it all. Like I think I think it's really unfair when guys try to have an opinion. Like also, I think it's weird when anyone has an opinion. Like that's weird that you think that it's weird I got a nose job. Like that's weird on you. Like I did it for myself. What's happening in Italy? Oh,
I already have a video of that.
That is very consensual.
I see you. I feel like I'm in Secret Service when I do this. Like, oh, he's important. Shout out to Bobby Boy right here. Bobby, say what up to the camera. Yo. That's Bobby Boy. That boy crazy. In a good way. Yeah, we got surgery.
Well, I just think that anything that you want to do to make yourself feel better, you should do. Like, if you want to get your teeth done, get your teeth done. Like, if you want to, I don't know.
Right. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
No.
Ever?
No.
Ever in your life?
Never.
Not in college, nothing?
No. That's the one thing I can stand by.
Do you think good looks are important when it comes to attraction?
Yes.
But you just said personality.
Personality first, but also, like, I gotta feel it, too.
Would you ever have an OnlyFans, or would you frown upon a friend of yours that decided to get one?
I think for me it would be a no, because like I think that would be really controversial with like the work that I do. Like I think that
what if none of them knew? What if no one knew besides your subscribers?
I think that I would still just kind of feel icky about the situation, but I would never hate on my friends. Like I'd be like, more power to you, girl. Like get that money. Are you gonna take me on a vacation? Like in a perfect world, like yeah, that sounds amazing to like make all that money all the time. And if I was making $100,000 a month, I would take all my friends somewhere, private island. Yeah, I think
like you have one that why would you think I could?
Because I think that we both could. I think we're both like cute, attractive people. Like I think that I would do well. I think that you would do well. I think a lot of my friends would do well. But I also think that it comes down to morals, and I don't think I could ever do it. But I would never hate on a friend who is like, that's how they're doing it. And I don't think.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm not trying to get you to say you're gonna hate on anyone. No,
that was part of the question. Would I hate on a friend? Like, no, I wouldn't stop being their friend. It wouldn't change my opinion on them.
How do you think sex should be approached in a relationship?
Like, consensual.
That goes without saying. If you're in a relationship with a person,
like you mean like if you're into something weird?
Just like in your mind, how should it be approached when you're in a relationship? Like should the guy initiate it? Should the girl initiate it?
Whoever's feeling it.
In your experience?
Whoever's feeling it.
Okay.
Sorry for everyone hearing me snot.
Do you think it's okay to be open and honest about your sexual preferences?
Yes. Lead with that.
What's the weirdest thing like you've had like a guy be like, yo, I'm into this?
Nothing really, honestly. Very vanilla. What about you? Have you had someone be like, I'm gonna suck your toes? I feel like someone would want to suck your toes.
Why?
I don't know. I don't even think I've seen your toes. But I feel like someone would be like,
My toes?
Yeah.
Do you want to suck my toes? Why the fuck are you thinking about my toes like that?
I think my toes, like mine, kind of look like hands. They're cute. You can cut this out on us.
No, I'm not. Jesus Christ. Why would you think someone want to suck my toes? The weirdest thing I think anyone has ever asked me to do. No, I mean girls these days. I would say it's now vanilla to be choked if you're a girl. Like that's vanilla these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like standard.
Standard.
I think I talked about this like season 1. Like it's like standard. Like if you don't,
I didn't watch all the seasons.
You don't have to watch all the seasons. No, I don't think I even watched the full season. Sometimes I just like. But no, I think that's like the craziest thing. It does make me nervous. It makes me so nervous. Fun story. There was a chick.
Who even makes it this far in the podcast, do you think?
I don't know.
Like true dedication. No, also, I know that my friends are watching, and I would just like to shout them out because I love them so much. And they know who they are.
I told you, we were like barely over an hour.
All my friends were like, send me the link because we need to listen to this. And I'm like, you should and be scared. And I love you. And I'll never say anything bad about you guys.
She's an idiot.
I'm a good friend. Do you think that I'm a good friend?
I lost my. What do you mean?
I'm a good friend.
To who?
To all my friends.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure.
I'm a good friend to you.
Maybe. Yeah. What do you mean? Well, what do you mean?
I just think I'm a loyal good friend. I think that you're a good friend. I think you show up when it matters.
All right, let's see this. Okay, you're a good friend.
Yeah.
All right. What makes you a good friend to me?
I just think that I'm loyal. I'm fun.
In what way are you loyal?
I'm always down to do, like, if someone were to talk about you, I'd talk about you highly. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd ride or die. Like, I'm like,
no, you're not.
Some girl comes up and rips your shirt. This did happen to one of my guy friends, okay?
Yeah.
We're at the bar. And he said some things to the guy that I didn't know he said at the time. And I wish I knew, but I'd still probably do the same thing. And the girlfriend comes up and, like, rips his shirt. And then I'm like, we got to leave. And then, like, in the street, she's yelling at him. And so I get in the middle. I'm like, this isn't a fair fight. Like, if you're going to hit someone, like, you can't hit him. Like, don't be ripping my friend's shirt and smacking him in the face. I'm like, walk away. Like, this isn't a fair fight. Like, if some girl was, like, ripping your shirt or, like, doing that, like, I would definitely. My friends know. Like, I'm a ride or die friend. Like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
If you need me, I'm there.
You introduced me to any girls?
Yeah, but you fumbled the bag, so.
Oh, I fumbled the bag?
You're not. Sometimes you're like my friend, and sometimes I tell him, I'm like,
how'd I fumble the bag?
I'm like, you're just not like a closer. You left that day. You sent us drinks, and then you left.
Where'd I go?
I don't know. I think there was a game.
Okay, that makes much more sense.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Nah, that's cool. Kudos to my guy for doing what he does.
Who?
Not gonna say.
I think that we all know. And those who are listening know.
It's okay. Nah, I'm happy about it. Do I not look happy?
No.
I don't look happy?
You look a little confident.
I fumbled the bag.
Okay,
listen,
also,
guys,
wait.
I don't fumble.
Do you think that guys, when they smile, look constipated? Like when they do like they're.
So I just look okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways.
I hate her so much, dude.
No, you think you love me, first of all.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm one of your best friends.
Who told you that?
You.
When did I say that?
All the time. In private.
She just lies the whole podcast about everything.
Okay.
We're not best friends. She annoys me with iPhone or, fucking video chats all the time when I'm trying to relax and chill with my dog. All right, I got a few more questions and then we're gonna take one more shot and we'll wrap up. This
really wasn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone always thinks it's gonna be like me, trying to delve into your soul.
Really trying to get it. Well, also, you know a lot about my past, also. So.
Okay, this is a good.
You know.
Would you date someone that was hotter than you?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Like again.
Yes.
Clearly, you think highly of yourself, but a guy that's clearly like if you're considered a, let's say 7,
do you want to know why?
He's a 9 or a 10, 9.5.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because I think that there's always a reacher and a settler, and I think like I'd rather be the reacher. Because guys, this sounds fucked up, but guys don't want to be the reacher. So guys who are the reacher dog you out because they are like get insecure. Like if any dude talks to you, whatever, they're like, oh, like they get insecure, they get in their mind. You know what I'm talking about. There's a reacher in a set. Think about any relationship that you know. Think about any of your friends. There's a reacher and a settler. Whether they want to admit it or not, but you could point it out. There's a reacher and a settler. I would rather reach and be settled for than me be the reach and settled for them. Because when I settle for them, they dog me.
Did we just discover your whole issue? They
dog me.
We just discovered your whole issue. You need to start reaching.
Oh yeah, I think I've been settling a lot.
Then you start reaching.
And don't you think? I think that guys want to settle a little. They don't want the hottest girl. They don't want to be the. They don't want to be the settled.
I don't.
I just turned a wheel inside your brain that wasn't even turning, and now you're like, shit. Think about it.
I've thought about it. I think there's some truth to what you're saying. There's the reacher and the settler. There could also be the rare, both are beautiful.
I mean,
the rare, both are ugly. Or the more common, both are ugly, but the rare, that both are beautiful.
I mean, that would be ideal.
And you said you want to be the settler, or you want to be the reacher.
I want to be the reacher, but I also don't think that anyone I've dated has ever been super ugly. Like, I will say that.
I don't know what I've been. I think in certain cases I've been the reacher. Certain cases I've maybe been the settler. I don't know. Yeah. It depends on what.
Yeah.
Which
I think there's a lot that plays into it too.
I mean,
to being reacher, settler.
Wow.
But you asked the question, and I answered honestly.
No, I know. That's an interesting one. All right, here we go. Following up here. Do you feel men are intimidated by you?
Yes.
Because didn't even finish the question.
Because why?
Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and ask you. Why do you think men are intimidated of you?
I think that like I'm a little boss girl too hard. Like I think I'm educated. I'm obviously not the ugliest girl in the room. I have my shit together. I make good money. I have a townhouse. I have a dog that I take care of and I love him. Shout out to Charlie. I think that I'm independent and self-sufficient in a way that can be a little intimidating. It gives off a little, I don't need you. I'm trying to enter my soft girl era, actually, is what I'm trying to unlock this year. But I think that I come across like I'm very harsh. Even my mom says that. Like I'm very, I don't need you.
Do girls think that being very like I don't need you and independent is like working in their favor or in their
Hi.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Nah, you're good. We're chilling.
I love it. Oh no, you're
good. You're good.
Are we up high or where are we?
Nah, we're on the 3rd floor. That's cool. We're close, not saying anything. No, wait, what were we talking about?
Intimidated. Do you think that men are intimidated by me?
Oh, right.
No, that's a better question for me to ask you though.
I know that's what I was gonna say. We'll just wait for a second.
Yeah. But you can marinate in your thoughts. Well, we could take the shot first.
Yeah, true. Cause good, we can finish that.
I think that you don't think
By you?
Yeah.
I'm not, but I mean,
you're not, but I think that yes, like they are. Because I think a lot of men want to be like.
Okay, the question is, do you consider me as a lot of men? Like, do you like when you say like a lot of men, do you consider me in the realm of?
I think that our relationship is different. So.
What's different about our relationship?
that you're not trying to date me.
Yeah, you agree that I'd fuck you though.
I mean, so would like that's just men.
Some guys wouldn't, maybe.
I just think that if you were trying to date, like I think that I bring a lot, and I think sometimes that can make men insecure. You don't think that men are intimidated by powerful, like go-getter women who go out there every day and like show the fuck up and are like.
I think it's wonderful, and
I have like a very outgoing personality where like I'm bubbly and I talk to anyone. We're at the bar, and I think that gets misconstrued a lot.
Okay. Let's break that down.
I think I sometimes heighten men's insecurity. So I don't know if that would be intimidating or what, but
I don't think it's intimidating, a girl being independent and stuff like that. I think people want, like, I would love for you to be independent because then that means I don't have to do every fucking thing for you.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I like doing things for the person on earth and stuff like that. But like, that's great because like you can, you know, I can trust when you're on your own, you're gonna fucking handle shit. That's great.
Yeah.
On the other side of the spectrum, like, and it sounds very fresh and fitty, but like that podcast and stuff, but like, guys, I think you guys confuse what we want from a woman sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. I think I've also like changed a lot. Like I've been going to therapy, and I just feel like my college roommate, when we were talking on the phone last, she was like, honestly, like you have changed so much since college. Like I've just stepped into my own. I'm independent. I know what I want.
Okay, well, tell me this. Well, that's great. You know what you want, and that's part of it. But what do you think that guys want?
I think
that relationship. Do you think they want some boss bitch that's gonna boss them around,
no.
Or they want someone who's like understanding what they're trying to do and like, all right, cool. Not necessarily like have to get in line, but like, like be like, okay, cool, I'm with that, and I understand your vision, and I'm with it.
I think that's what they want. Right. But I think sometimes I'm a little like that's what I was saying. I'm trying to enter my soft girl or my. I think a lot of times I spent being like, I don't need you, and I'm harsh, or like in my past relationship, like something I regret a lot is like I was like trying to mold him into something that I wanted. So he would always be like, you're putting so much pressure on me. And I regret that because I'm like, I can't change you. I should have just accepted him and like not fallen back because I'm the woman, just like met him where he's at and been softer in my approach instead of being so harsh.
Yeah.
And I think that created a lot of issues for us. So
I think, sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I think no guy, I think every guy is okay with like being corrected or learning things from their partner. Yeah. It's about when it's done. Like for me, a big thing about a chick that I was dating previously was like, it's okay if you think I have improvements to make.
And do it in private.
Right.
And I would do it in public.
She would do it in public, like in front of my boys and stuff. And I'd be like, you don't have, like, okay, I get it. Like, I do have improvements to make. But like, that's not your call to make when we're out having a good time with my boys. And and I get or just anyone in general. It's just like, look, you know, tell me when we're home or like when we're like in a situation where it's like, okay, cool, I can like deal with it and not have to deal with like the flack of like them, what they have to say also. Or like,
I think when you add the friends in, sometimes it brings a different element. Like, I totally get that. And I think I was doing that too. And I would be like, hey, like, I want you to be like this and I want you to do this. And then the friends were involved. And then like, he would always be like you just like embarrass me in front of people sometimes. You're not nice to everyone. But there were like other underlying issues that we had.
Of course. There's always other stuff.
I think like he's probably like the only ex that like I'm actually like really cool with. And like, I wish nothing but the best for him. And really we were just too young and there was too much kind of playing into the situation.
Right. But yeah, I mean.
But I recognize the fact that there's a time and a place to dog someone out. And
right. Not even dog them out, but just to give criticism, I guess, would be the
and there's also just like a way to do it. Like
there's a way to do it, yeah. And I mean, that's again, it's different for every fucking relationship. So who am I to say?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, also
that was a big thing for me.
Right. So
good.
It's hard,
as you say.
As I said, but it's also hard. Like I feel so old, but I'm also still so young.
How old are you?
27.
Ooh, I put 28 into the AI.
Oh my God. I just found out the other day. I thought I was 26 and my mom was like, no, you're 27. I was like, no, I like swear on my life I'm 26.
Right. So you do think people are intimidated by you? That's what the whole thing is.
I think, yeah. And I think a lot of people, like even friends will.
I'm not intimidated by
no,
you at
even
all,
like, no, like girlfriends will be like, the first time I met you, like I was like a little scared of you, or like, my like just like my friends will be like, yeah, the first time I met you, I was scared. I think, have you ever seen that TikTok that we made? It was like, looks like a cinnamon roll is a cinnamon roll. I'm like, looks that would kill you is a cinnamon roll. That's
I have
me.
3 more questions for you.
Yeah, give it
so we'll take a shot at this one. But what is it like to have? And this may be controversial. What's it like to have big tits? Like as a woman, like is it awesome? Like, is it having a big dick?
No, you know I mean? I think that it's. No, I think that having a big penis is like something that you hide, and then you're like, yeah, like I'm proud of this. But like, I think that people make
which
judgments.
Guys have big penises from just knowing them, or not?
No.
I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
You can't. So BDE is not a real thing.
I think BDE.
Like if you had to guess about me, like if you had to guess, just if you had to guess,
I would say like you come off like you don't fuck around. So probably.
That's not answering my question. Okay.
You have BDE, but like I don't know if that really equates.
Say that again.
You have BDE, but I don't
think that equates. But like what is it doesn't equate?
I don't know.
What about me gives that off?
You know what? Let me just put a study out and then I'll get back to you.
I'm sure you can figure out, but also what about me gives off like BDE?
You're confident. You like are like, I just feel like BDE is like confident, controls the room. Like he is like, boom.
So I control rooms.
Stop trying to make me say good things about you.
You're saying it, not me.
You're fishing. He's fishing for the compliments. I'm gonna stop. But no, I think that it's a little bit of a curse. I think that men like it, and I think people make assumptions about it. And and it's not that great.
Oh my God! All right, but yeah. So So having big tits.
I said, like, I don't think there's really.
Would you rather have a big butt or a big tit?
Maybe butt.
Really?
Maybe because I don't have it.
Yeah, like that's what I'm asking. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But like, why?
Because I don't have it. Like, maybe that's why. I don't know. I think that there comes across like girls who are well endowed, like are.
Is there responsibility that comes with big tits or big butts?
I think it's just like men sexualize you more instead of take you seriously.
Really?
If we're being deep.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So now do you think that's why I sexualize you a lot?
Sean! That is disgusting.
I didn't mean to. Did I say that? I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah,
sorry.
You should cut that out.
But not like in a weird way, like in a like.
Like I think that most men probably do. I'm Kia. I'm a blonde and got, you have a high down.
I don't think you have a problem with it. I think you just said that because you like felt like you had to say it.
I think that.
I don't think you have a problem with me saying that I sexualize. I think you kind of liked it actually. In my sexualized, I just mean like, oh, like you know what I mean, like you're. Never mind. Okay. Anyway,
moving on. Next question.
Her nipples are out, and she.
Oh my God, they're not. Next question. Grammy. I'm sorry.
Did you say Grammy?
Yeah, I said. I know she's listening, and I feel very uncomfortable.
All right. What do you think the most? Don't look at my.
That is a lot of questions.
I come prepared. All right.
Okay. I mean, we're only picking our favorite. Or?
What do you think is the most important quality to look for in a potential partner?
I think someone who matches my energy and just like thinks the same way I think, because I've had a lot of people like not understand where I'm coming from. Was that boring? Okay, next one.
It's boring as fuck.
Sorry, you asked for me to be real. Jeez.
This is probably one you're gonna go on and on about. Do you think it's important for people to be comfortable in their own bodies before they're entering a relationship?
Yes. I think like everybody is beautiful. I think I don't even feel the best in my own body now, and I've recently lost like 20 pounds. And I think I have like 20 more to go. I think our society just puts a lot of pressure on people, but I don't think that you have to feel fully comfortable at a date. I think everyone should just get on out there.
What's your favorite sex position?
Pass.
What's wrong with that?
What if my grandma's listening?
Then grandma's you're here, so grandma has sex before. All right, how about this? All right, either or, missionary or doggy.
Doggy.
Doggy or reverse cowgirl.
Reverse cowgirl.
Cowgirl or reverse cowgirl.
Reverse.
Standing up doggy.
Standing.
What's that one where like it's a triangle, downward doggy? I don't know. I've never done it.
I don't know what you're doing.
I've never done it, but
yogi?
What about on the side? Side.
Yeah.
Side versus reverse.
Reverse.
She's a reverse kind of girl. All right. I like that. So are the Ravens going to keep Lamar or they're going to get rid of Lamar?
Oh, we don't even like Lamar. We know we don't.
We love Lamar. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm so sorry, Lamar. We went to Clemson. I love Deshaun Watson. Bring him on home.
So in further news, she'll be giving Deshaun Watson a massage later.
No, he didn't do it. I swear. I swear on my life.
This is going to be a great clip.
He did not do it.
So would you give him a massage?
Deshaun Watson didn't do that.
That's not my question. Would you give him a massage?
No, because he wouldn't ask me to.
Answer my question. Deshaun Watson asked you to give him a massage.
No, he would never ask me to. So there is no way that would happen.
Humor me. Deshaun Watson asked you to give him a massage.
He would never. I am humoring you. He would never do that. I stand by that. He was fraudulently accused. People just jumped on. Okay,
so hold on. So let's imagine for 1 second.
Wait, do you want to see a picture of me and him together?
No, I don't. Let's imagine for 1 second.
I'm telling you, he wouldn't ask me, and then I wouldn't do it.
Just listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish.
It's a no. Bring Deshaun Watson to Baltimore. Also, Lamar, I just can't get behind it because I also just don't like Louisville.
There's something wrong with you.
I know. I'm just I am a Baltimore fan though. Don't get me wrong.
I kind of regret this whole thing now.
I'm sorry. I do love you. I can get behind keep him, don't keep him, keep him, don't keep him. But my feelings wouldn't be hurt.
Let's just take the shot.
Are your feelings hurt? Do you want to keep him? What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want, honey?
I just want some head. I just want some head in a comfortable bed. It could also be so simple. Okay. Not from you, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, thank God.
Let me get that hat back.
No, I cleaned your place for this.
Let me get that hat back now.
No,
she's not deserving of it.
Oh, because I made the Lamar statement grow up. Bring Deshaun Watson to Charm City, baby.
I'm not cheersing that. Don't.
Wait, I thought they already traded Lamar. I thought he was asking for more money. No, this is you have to put this in there. I thought he was asking for more money and then we let him go.
Well, folks, this has been season 3.
Oh my God, don't get rid of me yet.
It's been season 2, episode 4. I have to redo it.
He's so butthurt about the bins, baby. We didn't even get to anything, really. We didn't dive that hard.
Do you want to dive hard?
Wait, let me see the other ones.
What?
The other questions.
No. This is... No.
Okay, ask me some more.
No. Why do you want to be asked? You like to so your answers are good, and then you start getting all deep with me. And I'm like, okay, I don't fucking give a fuck about how you're feeling.
Okay, I just am a deep person. There's a lot going on in here. Okay. Beauty, brains.
No, you cringe up anytime I ask you anything sexual because you think I'm asking you something sexual because I want to fuck you.
No,
I don't actually. I mean, I'm just asking you just for the fuck of it.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not as open as you are about sex.
Yeah, girls are weird.
In public and with people.
Have I said anything about my sex life this whole time?
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't ask me.
What's your favorite position?
I don't know. A little side action. Little standing doggy.
Little triangle you never tried.
Little triangle I never tried. I don't know, man. It just depends on how I'm feeling that night, you know? Some nights I want to.
I just feel like that is for private. Like, I don't want everyone to know.
Okay, people can know. Okay, here's the issue. People can know, not issue, but people can know what your favorite position is, but that doesn't mean they're going to actually get to try it with you.
Oh, no.
All right. So what the fuck's the issue?
The issue is my grandma sees this and then she's like, I cannot
Hold on.
believe you
So
put
I have
that
a
on the
question.
internet.
So you'll put a bikini pic of you with your ass out on Instagram, which is on the internet forever.
But she'll like it. She likes it.
But she won't. She's mad at you saying that you like reverse cowgirl.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's an intimate.
Oh my god, you don't make sense.
I know. Okay, keep going.
I don't have any more.
Oh, that was it?
What?
That was it?
What was my last one? I don't know.
Bring Deshaun to Charm City. That was awesome.
I would not like you to bring Deshaun to Charm City. Would you have dirty talk or foreplay?
Dirty talk.
Are you a good dirty talker? Come on, I'm just a question. Come on,
I feel like yeah.
Are you?
I like to be talked to. I don't.
Do you have like a vocab that you strictly
No, I
go
think
to?
that I like people. When I say dirty talk, like I like people to be like, "You're beautiful and stunning," and like, "You're so great."
But you don't say anything back. You don't tell him he's beautiful and great. It's such a one-sided world.
I know. Okay, next.
No. This is such a one-sided world. I want him. He has to pay for. Listen, let's just carve out a date real quick for a guy. Let's say.
Okay, so you're making it transactional.
No, guy. He's got to call you an Uber, pick you up, bring you to the date. Once he's at the date, he's got to entertain you, buy you drinks.
Hey, you're making it seem like such a chore.
Oh, let me finish. I can't even finish. Jesus. He's got to send you an Uber, bring you to the date, and at the date, entertain you, keep you entertained, buy you drinks, buy you dinner, keep you fed, keep you happy. And after the date, maybe take you out for one place for another drink. And then after that, let's just hypothetically say you decide it's not his first date, so you decide to sleep with him. Then he's got to go home, right? Dirty talk, do all the dirty talk and everything. Wow. What do you do?
I am the prize.
Are you?
Yeah.
You just said you'd rather be the reacher than the settler, so are you really the prize?
Damn. I think so, yeah. Because I'm not a bad prize.
I don't disagree with you. I don't want that to be like I do think, but from everything you just said, that you'd rather be the reacher than the settler.
Yeah, maybe I'm just confused. Maybe my therapist will watch this.
So is it safe to say that a lot of women think the way you do?
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that a lot of women are confused?
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that the dating being the way it
you're
is.
baiting me into saying
It's safe to say that the reason that dating is a little fucked up may not be guys.
No. I think that guys lack communication where women might be confused on where they stand and
that's fair, but do you see how hard it is to communicate with someone that's confused?
But do you see how hard it is for me to communicate with you?
We're communicating just fine.
Yeah, but we're friends. I'm not trying to date you.
I know, but I'm just saying, you just answered my question with a question instead of answering the question.
I think that you know what I want. I've laid it out. You know the type of person I want. I think that at times, yes, I would rather be reaching than being the settler, because in my past experience, when you're the settler, you just get cheated on, you just get dogged out, you don't get treated the best. So I'm then in those scenarios, I'd rather be the reacher. And
all I was doing was saying the things that you have already said.
No, I know.
And using them I'm not trying to be the right here. I'm just and I'm not trying to. I love women. I fucking they're great. But I'm just saying, you realize that
I think that I'm a complex human being.
Let's take this shot. But you get what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying I love women, but you get how hard it is to try and dissect the mind of a woman.
But also
if you text them too much, If you text them too little, if you don't text them at all.
But also
like
when
if
you dissect
you know,
it like a man's mind, like I feel like
if you think too hard about the first date, if you bring them flowers, it's bad. If you like they like flowers, but if you bring them flowers, it's bad. Like I mean, it's creepy.
I've had guys who are in like full-blown relationships, engagements, like DM me, hit me up, be like, I want to hang out with you, like saying like the most atrocious things, like send that to their friends, and I'm like, yo, get a hold of your boy. They're like, hey, stop saying this to Megan. They don't, and they're just tragic.
Why do you think they're sending? Okay, my question to that is, why do you think they're sending that message to you?
To me, I think it's because they know I'm not going to say anything to those girls.
So have you given off a sense of like, I'm either like a guy's girl or like
I hold on,
I'm a guy's girl, or they always see you like maybe you haven't established that like, oh, we're only friends, so they always see you as that, like, you know, they're thinking like maybe this will happen.
Some of them are like friends of friends. Some of them are like an ex-boyfriend I can think of specifically who does it. I think sometimes like the ex-boyfriend might be a boundary, being like, okay, like I know that you're with this girl, like something that, but I think most of the time I give off, I'm a guy's girl, like I'm not going to say anything like about it.
And you kind of give off that like you're kind of cool maybe with possibly something happening.
Yeah, but I'm not. But realistically, like I'm
not saying that you have. I just said, but you've given off.
You're living with them, or you're dating them seriously.
I'm just saying you've given off. I'm just saying, have you possibly given the vibe off?
I think that I think I give off the vibe. Well, also, you know that I'm very into astrology, and my rising is that I think that I give off to people that I'm free spirited.
Yeah, get me to wrap up.
And so I think that that's why they think that they can do that. So I don't think it's a guys or girls thing. I think it's just dating. I think our generation's fucked up. I think that there's a lot of things on both ends. Like you're just trying to be like it's all women, and I'm like,
I'm not saying
men are doing shit out here.
At no point did I say it was all women. I just said that there's a role to play, and I feel like it starts with, you know, we talked about it. It starts with women. I'm sorry to say, and I'm gonna get flack for it probably.
You are.
I'm not denying there's fuckboys. I'm not denying there's bad communicators. I'm not denying, but everything you said to me, you've literally contradicted like 20 minutes later. That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, and I asked you, I said, so you're a little confused, and you said yes, and I said, or do you think most girls think like you? Yes. Okay, so it's safe to say that a lot of girls are a little confused.
I think yes. Like a lot of
okay, so how are we supposed to be reasonable with something that is not exactly sure of what it's going on with? But then I see like
my friends who have really good, healthy relationships, and I'm like, no, they're not confused, and everything's great. But then I think that there's people who have been like, I've been treated badly in the past. I'm not trying to make the same mistakes, but I'm also not trying to rush. But I'm also not trying to be too hopeful. But I'm also okay. Wait, go ahead. Do you have an internal monologue in your head? Like,
everyone does.
No, that's not true. Did you know that?
It's weird if they don't. No, but I'm just saying,
so I think that some people aren't thinking like,
right. But you said, your friends that are in relationships like aren't like confused. Yeah, because they know what they want, and they're not like you just said to me, like, I want a wild night out, but I also want to be in a long-term relationship. Sometimes that's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
So what do you want? Do you want to be out having wild time with your girls and having fun, or do you want to be at home like building a relationship with your guy, or like? And I'm not saying you can't do both. Yeah. In a situation like, I believe they both live in the same world, but it's like, what do you actually want?
But I think I want that, but it's like I'm not ready to give up those times with my friends yet. At the end of the day,
so that literally says what you want.
But I'm not out here like I don't do the dating apps. I don't do the like. I'm not trying to like waste people's time.
I didn't say you were. Like, and again, I keep saying that it's not a situation where it's like, you can't go out with. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, like you get a boyfriend, like you should not go out with your girls. Like, no, go out with your girls.
That's toxic.
That's fucked up. Like, yeah, like I would be like, no, go out with your girls. As long as I don't have to worry about like you doing shit.
First of all, I would never cheat. This is how I firmly believe that like relationships should be, and this is how I would want it. I think you should be an individual first, then you should be a couple, and then you should be a family. Like, I think that if you don't keep your couple life alive when you have a family, that your kids are going to leave, and then you look at each other and you're like, wait, what the fuck? I actually hate you.
Yeah.
I think that if you don't keep your individual alive, that you can't foster a relationship.
Yeah.
I think that you should trust the other person to be like, hey, baby, you want to go on a bachelor party? Like, get out there, like, check in with me. Like, these are what I would expect. Check in with me. Like, good morning, good night. Maybe let me know, like, what the itinerary is. Like, have a good time. You know, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm up to. Like, I don't think that's controlling. I think that that's just
I think women just want to be informed.
Like, tell me what you're up to.
Which is okay. Like,
and
that's
then
totally fine.
Go out. I trust you, whatever. And I think if I'm like, hey, like, I'm going to have a girls' night and we're going to go to so-and-so's house and we're going to hit the bar and then we're going to, like, have dinner and then I'm going to come home, like, that's fine too. Like, I'm not just going to sit at home and wait for you and never go out. But I think you should do things that make yourself happy as an individual, do things as a couple, and then eventually when you have kids, like, then it's family. But, like, you can't just be family all the time. It can't just be the woman being family all the time. Like, if I'm going to go on a bachelorette, I'm going to be like, hey, I need this weekend for me. Good luck.
Yeah, that's fair. As like I said, I think for most guys, as long as that is for me, is not involving any other.
No, it never would be. I just said I've never cheated on
not
anyone.
you. I'm just saying in general. Like, I think for some people, they're like, I'm going to go let loose. Trust me, I've been on much bachelor parties and I've met a bunch of married women that are like, I'm like having fun, and then they're trying to make out with motherfuckers and stuff. It's
do you think that happy people cheat?
Yeah. I do.
That happy people cheat.
Because some people are just cheaters, I think, no matter what.
I mean, that's true.
So,
but I think that a lot of times, like, happy people, like, seek out things. Or non-happy people seek out things.
Yeah, that's just nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the way it happens.
I just think that there's just, like, a way to go about things.
No,
all circles back to, like, what we talked about at the beginning. It's just, like, be honest. Be honest.
No, I think so. I think, yeah, what we could talk about this time is this is the name of this episode is going to be Reaching or Settling. And be honest.
Or bring Deshaun to Baltimore. He's not coming, I know.
And that's absolutely not going to be the fucking no. But yeah, no. Thanks for sitting down with me and answering.
Give me a hug. Love ya. Let's go out. Let's get out.
My crazy questions.
Thursday.
I got an hour in me.
The night is young, and it's Thursday.
Folks, this has been season 2, episode 4 of Behind the Bar, and I'm your boy Early J. This is Miss Megan Dursky, whatever the fuck you want to say it. Trey is again in Italy, I think. I think he leaves tomorrow, or he's here right now. Whatever.
I wish Trey was here with his input on all of
I'm sure he would have had some interesting things to say.
He has sat me down multiple times.
Make sure that you go and grip up that high-end gear. Make sure that you tip your bartenders, and make sure that you check us out on YouTube and on Spotify. I post stuff on my Instagram all the time. It's at Early J. Make sure you hit that follow button, and if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're gonna take it out with a shot, people. So, cheers.
Adios.
Thanks.